Just trying to set up our YouTube so that we can go live on YouTube as well. It will happen in a few minutes. Oh, yeah. All right, we're good to go. The strength of a chain is in the weakest link. Are we good? The strength of a chain is in the weakest link, right? If you want to measure how wealthy a country is, all right, all what you need to do is look for the least citizen, all right, in that country. Look for the weakest one. All right? Are we together? How many are we online? How many are we here? Gloria.
Yes, you're 9.
Okay. The strength of a chain is it's in its weakest link. All right. And if you want to measure how wealthy a country is look at the least citizen. All right. Why? Look for the weak ones, and you draw your measurements. All right. Measure, from the weakest person. You will know how strong or how weak that country is. In other words, what this means is that if you want to find out how rich we are as a group, all right, you need to find out among the real members of the group, all right, the least among us, all right. For example, if I make $1 billion a month, and you see the least person among us makes only $1,000 in a month. The wealth of G17 as a group is measured by the 1,000, not the 1 billion. Are we together? Are we following?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. The strength of a chain is in its weakest link, not the strongest link. All right. So if you want, any company that you're building, if you want the company to be bigger, or you want the community to be bigger, all right, what you do, or what you need to do, basically, you lift the ones at the bottom, all right? Right? And you see, what I'm trying to explain explains exactly why, all right, we have brilliant people in this country, but the entire country is poor. And the fantastic thing is this: when these people leave this country, basically to another, or they go outside the country, they become somebody. Meanwhile, they were non-entities while they were in this country, right? Have you ever noticed it? Have you ever noticed it? That when non-entities in this country leaves, when they go out there, they tend to be more successful out there than when they were in this country. Take for instance, all right? I used to have a friend who seems like he was very brilliant, as in fantastically brilliant. I read geography and town planning. This guy read only law, of which he didn't finish from Univen. All right. I'm glad to, I'm probably sure he's watching us on YouTube right now, and I'm proud to tell his story because I deliberately invited him for this. All right. This guy couldn't finish school. Very brilliant. The guy knows geography far more than I even know geography. He teaches me some things in geography as a graduate in geography. All right. Well, this guy is seriously a multi-millionaire today. Why? Because he dared to leave this country. All right. There is a reason why that is so. All right. Where the smartest of us is useless here, and where the dumbest of us is the best out there. Why? Why is it so? The reason is this. The reason is because they have what we call system. Right? I've told you a little bit about system before, right? 3 things that the richest people do that the poor will never do. The rich people, they build system, they leverage, and they network. Poor people never do that. All right? Poor people have no leverage. The only leverage they have is their time, and the time you have is not enough to make you wealthy. All right. Poor people never build system. It's too easy. They call it waste of time. All right. And they don't know that, it's better to use 10 years to build a system and enjoy the rest of the years than to say, okay, I can't spend the next 10 years building a new dump system. All right. So part of what is going on right now is what we are building in G17, where the least of us will become the best out there, and the best of us will be useless without the rest of us. Can you write that down, please? Part of what we are doing in G17 is that, the least of us, all right, the least of us, when he goes out there, all right, becomes the best of us. All right, while the best will become very useless without the rest of us. All right. I told you we're going to do a test this morning, right? All right. Then another thing you need to understand is that this group is designed to make sure that the least of us, when he goes out there with the strength of the group, he becomes the best. All right. But of course, you already know what happens to the best of us without the rest of us. He'll become the worst out there. All right. So there are a lot of people out there in other countries of the world who are, not as smart as you are, right? But they seem to do better. They seem to do far more better than most of us here. Why? Because the system, make up what you don't have as an individual. And that's what we lack down here. There's no makeup within the system, all right, that handles your weakest part. Everything is exposed 100,000%. All right? Every single thing is exposed. So by the time you think you're very smart, all right, you're frustrated because there's not even a system, let alone before you say it's working or it's not working. There's none. Absolutely none. All right? So it makes it look as if, all right, even though you're very smart and intelligent, basically, it makes it look as though you're not producing, you're unproductive, your brain is not working, all right? That's what it makes it look like. Are we good now? Are we good?
Yes, sir.
So most of us here are very, very smart, or very, very good, or very, very intelligent, we're geniuses, but you see, we are still not doing well because we don't have a system that is working. All right. And none of us are probably disciplined enough to say, okay, I need to build this system for myself, all right, and take advantage of every single thing I need to take advantage of, all right. Only a few percentage, if at all, up to 1 or 2% of the of the population we have here have the discipline to do that, all right. So the least of us finish it will become the best out there. And the best of us is useless without the rest of us. So that way, I'm very sure you like that. Do you like that? Do you like that?
Yes, sir.
Really? Only one person. Only Gloria loves it.
I do, sir.
Sure, Faith. Okay, Gloria and Faith.
Manda Mandalene Rose has in the comment section. She said she loves
Yes,
it.
sir.
Magdalene told me you're at home, you have to be talking. If you're at home, you must talk. But if you're not at home, you're
Yes,
at work,
yes, sir.
you
I
can
do,
talk.
sir.
And now you're talking. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So we are going to do a test this morning. All right. This is going to be the first time that we're going to have this kind of test. All right. We're about 10 people plus me, 11. All right. Plus me, 11. And all right. Oh, Olufemi. Thank you. Doc. Okay, I see that. All right. So I'm going to post the question in the chat session. All right. I'm going to post 20 questions. All right. That you are going to answer me in 3 minutes. 20 questions in 3 minutes. So if you're good to go, all right, type yes in the comment section. Let me see. If you're good to go. 20 questions. All right. All answers should be given in the chat session so that I can see. All right. Okay, good. Good. I see everybody now. Okay. Only Julian have not typed yes. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people more to go. Ahmed have not typed yes. All right. Oh, we have 2 Olua here. Olua Femi and Olua Pelumi. Okay. we not blessed here, man? Or who else have not typed yes? Precious have not typed yes. Precious is even gone. Okay, she's here. Who else have not typed yes? Who else is not good to go? Don't forget, the first person to answer all the questions will go home with 200 trons. Okay, I make it 300. All right. All right. 3 minutes. So if you're not going to be fast enough, all right, you're going to miss it. The first person will go home this morning with 300 tons. 300 guys. 20 questions in 3 minutes. I'm sure some people's heart is keeping now. Beep, 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 beep. Fastest fingers. Here we will know the people that can type 500 words in 10 minutes. All right. Ahmed, are you ready for the test? I think you need to mute your mic since you're not talking. All right, who else is left? I think Ahmed have not said anything. Okay, Pelumi have said. Femi, have you said yes? Yes, Femi have said yes. All right. All right, it's only Ahmed. Ahmed, are you with us at all? Ahmed or Daniel, are you with us at all? Hello, Ahmed. All right. So, some people are probably chatting me right now to quickly post the questions. All right. All right. They want to activate their fastest fingers. All right. Just hold on, okay? Just calm down. Calm down. All right. I'm about to, catch some people to know whether you actually passed the exam you said you passed in school. All right. So how many questions again? 20. In how many minutes? 3
minutes.
So?
3 minutes, right?
Yeah, boss. So are we good to go? Are we ready right now? Are we ready? Of course, yes, to everyone. You have 3 minutes to complete the following test of mental agility, guys. Read all the instructions before doing anything else. All right. The time right now is 9:30. All right. By the time, okay, I'll wait until it clocks 9:31 here with me. By the time I've typed it already, by the time it hits 9:31 here in my place, all right, I drop everything. All right. Okay, your time starts. Why is this thing not dropping? Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Is it too much? Quick, 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 quick. I can't taste. What the? Okay, just give me a few minutes. I think I can paste large words here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to
Use the comment section.
yeah, well, I can't copy and paste. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That means some people are going to miss their 300 runs. Sorry.
This 300 strong cannot go like that too.
Oh, no. Copy again. Let me see if I can. All right. I hear that sound. It's not
What
working.
if you divide it into two and send it half-half?
Oh. Okay, let me try it and see. Half, 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 half.
Or put it in a slide. PowerPoint slide.
Ah, it is a bit like this.
How we go the reader for PowerPoint slide the answer for comment for
I'll
chat?
share my screen.
You know, go dey easy for us to dey read and dey type.
I'll just share my screen, that's all.
We'll have to keep changing. Okay, we'll manage.
Not manage. The
You
same way you are seeing
increase
your
the
screen.
time now.
You go
Because
add
we'll
time
be
in
going
that.
here and going there. You increase the time now. You make it 5 minutes.
Now I understand why you people are complaining. You are using phone.
Yes,
I wish I could just switch to my laptop now, sir. Make it faster.
Okay?
I said I wish I can switch to the laptop so it will make it faster.
Don't worry, I found a way to copy it and paste it.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. So I'll paste this first. I know where the problem is coming from now. Here. Then paste 1 to 10 first. Copy. Paste. All right. Your time starts now on 3 minutes. So instead of quarreling, better start answering. Copy.
Why then do we answer the question? You said we shouldn't answer it on chat.
I said you can answer it on chat.
Okay, it's from the instructions actually.
What did the instructions say?
do not answer any question here.
So nobody is talking anymore.
That means we are not to answer it, sir.
I'm not asking any question, no, sir. You said we should read instructions properly.
What was the first instruction? Answer all the questions in the comment session before I started typing, all right? And the second instruction that comes with the question says, do not answer any question here. All right? How do you know leaders? Write this down. Leaders are those that follow instructions. Leaders are those that follow instructions. They listen and they follow. All right? The first sign ever that you are a leader, the first sign of leadership is your capacity, all right, your willingness, your ability to follow instructions without asking questions. If you ever find yourself, it said it doesn't need answers. After how many minutes? All right? Your capacity to follow instructions, all right? That's how you know leaders. If you read the fine line well, right, you would have, there will be no need to panic. From the word go, from the first thing, all you need to do to, if it were a physical test and I have to give you paper and I ask you to submit the paper, all right, you see, the first person to submit his or her paper with his name written on it takes the call. All right? But I must be honest with all of us, you guys did fantastically well. The only problem is you were giving me the answer verbally. The first instructions were to put the answer here on the chart. The second instruction was not to write anything at all, not to answer any question.
That means I won. No. I did not say anything. I put my name with blank sheet. Simple.
Quarter everywhere.
The name does not signify any blank sheet, though.
My money. I did not say anything. I submitted a blank sheet with my name. Pay me my money.
All right. All you need to do is just send your wallet to my WhatsApp. That's all.
Thank you.
Only Julian.
Yeah, that's the first name I saw.
No, they were to submit any name now.
Well, how would I know the first person that win if I don't see any name?
Oh.
Yes, a blank sheet has no identity. Think smart.
All right. All right. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. All right. I was doing a brain test. I do a lot of those things myself. All right. I downloaded 2 different brain test applications from Google, and I like all those brain test things because I wouldn't want to go out there and I can't think out of the box. All right. If there's one thing, one error, academic education is fantastic. But if there's one error academic education has ever done to us, most of the time, is that it confines us to a particular way of thinking, which is very bad. You see, in split seconds, if your brain cannot think of millions of possibilities about a particular question or subject matter or a situation, then if it only goes in a stereotype bureaucratic pattern, basically, then you know something is wrong. All right. Take, for instance, as simple as what Julian just did is, you see, there's no way I would have known the first person that got the answer if you don't do something. The instruction to write your name is not there. All right? It's not there. But the only way I will ever know is if you do something, all right, that actually says that you know it. And if you have to do anything, it has to be in the comment section and not talk. Why? Because of the first instruction. Put your answer in the comment section, in the chat session. And because of the second instruction that comes with the the questions, you are not to answer any questions. So the smartest thing to do is to just put down your name. Am I making any sense now? Am I making any sense now?
Yes, sir.
So,
We are learning.
yeah, we are all learning. Leaders are those that follow what? Instructions. So the first sign of leadership, like I told you guys, is following instructions. To follow instructions. So if you read the fine line well, nobody would have been running up and down. I'm very sure some people were calculating how to answer question number 1, what to say first before they go to number 2 before 3 minutes elapse. So the first person that answers the highest question takes the result. No. All right. Most of the time, that's what school system made us. I used to have one professor rather in school. Professor Gideolu will give you 5 questions. Inside the 5 questions, there are about 35 different other little questions inside, and they will give you limited time. All right. That guy will tell you, see, the smartest person in any class will not be able to finish his questions in any exam. All right. So the chances of you even succeeding is gone even before you start. It's gone even before you start. That's what the school system have fabricated our brains to realize, all right? Confining us to a particular pattern of thinking and a way of living, which is very, very bad, all right? You see this topic I chose, the power of one, all right, is going to frustrate every single dumb thing that we used to know that is not working in our life, all right? And we're going to start learning new discipline, especially in this profession, in this profession you've picked, all right, to be a connector. Basically, is going to teach you every single thing you need to know to build an organization, to build a conglomerate. How many of us would love that? How many of us would love that? All right.
Hey, I will.
Oh, great. I've been pumping up myself. Part of what you will want to do, I've been telling us from day 1, today is day 63. All right. Part of what you want to do is to gather every single human being that you want in your inner circle to always come here, all right, and attend these classes. Part of the danger you're doing to yourself is that you're learning alone. All right. I don't have any problem with that because I'm already building my inner circle with you. But what about your own? All right. Truth be told, I'm building my inner circle already with you. How many people are we here? We are 12 altogether. All right. If I want to increase it to 24, basically, all I need to do is to invite more people to be part of this. All right. But I don't need everybody. But you need your own inner circle as well. So the danger you're doing to yourself is by showing up here every day alone. It's always coming up here on a daily basis, only you. What it means is that you are going to be relevant to somebody, but nobody is going to be relevant to you. That's the danger. Yeah, you're taking out your time, developing yourself, doing all those exercises, learning everything learnable to become competent by yourself. But you don't have any inner circle who will be answerable to you. So part of what you want to do is to keep developing one day at a time. One person today, 2 people tomorrow, 3 people next tomorrow. You increase it daily. So if you had started this thing from day 1, when we started this daily discipline, basically today you would have had far more than 30 people in your circle, at least 12. The first sign of leadership is what? Instructions. Instructions. So what is instruction? All right? Write this down. It is in the province of knowledge to see. It's in the province of knowledge to see. And it's in the province of wisdom to listen. How do you know somebody is going to go astray? They never listen to instructions. How do you know somebody is going to have an accident? They never adhere nothing to instructions. You see, this simple test we just took, you see, I said 3 minutes, all right? And guess what? I'm very sure some of us here, all right, manufactured a lot of problems that look like the answer, that violate the time to violate the time frame. Obviously, 3 minutes to answer 20 questions, even if it's objective, it will not be enough. It can't be enough. So the answer had to be somewhere else. Of course, in the instructions. Right? So the topic, the power of one, is going to, empower you to create massive success in anything that you're going to do. All right. I don't care which business basically you're building. All right. Whether you're selling granite or you're selling kwakwa or you're selling masara or anything you're selling. Anything that you call your business, basically, it's going to, have a turnaround if you follow 100% of every single instructions I'm going to give you in this power of one. All right. I realized that, you see, anything I want to do, I can create massive, result in them if I want to, at any time I want to. All right. But what I realized is this: a lot of us still struggle with, creating result in all these things. Meanwhile, we have all the capacity to create any single result we want to create or we can create. Am I making sense? So how do you know that someone is going to go astray? He never followed instructions. That's how you're going to know. The person never do what? Follow instructions. So you want to know how you do anything, just the same way you took this test right now. The same way you took this test that we just finished right now, that's what you do in every single thing you do. All right? And when life is going to stare at you, a lot of questions will come your way, a lot of challenges will come your way that demand instant answer and instant reply. That is the exact thing you're going to do. All right? The panicking ones will be panicking. The ones that will not just calm down to settle and study will not calm down to study. All right? And the best way to solve any challenge is to understand the instructions of what it takes to solve it. The best way to fix any car is to understand the manual that the manufacturer have manufactured with the car. The best way to fix a thing is to understand the instructions that follow that particular thing. The same way, the best way to solve a problem is to understand the instructions that manufactured the problem in the first place. So what we did here this morning is an exact reflection of how we're going to treat every single thing or challenge or question that we come to come across in our lives. And guess what? Most of the time you feel you're doing well. But let me tell you something. If I open the potential of what you would have done or you would have become and compare it with what you have done, all right, you will find out that you could have done better, far better than you have done. If you have made $4 billion, all right, and finally realize that you could have made $870 billion or $600 billion or $900 billion or $1 trillion. All right? And you find out that, you will just find out you didn't do well. 4 billion is not bad, but your capacity, your potential was to do 900 billion, and you only did 4. That's poverty. Yeah, that's poverty. 4 billion is not bad. $4 billion is not bad. But your true potential was 900 billion. Am I making sense? You realize that, guy, you did poorly. You did very bad. You find out that you didn't do well. You did not do well at all. So, and you see, one of the things that I realized that you guys have done is that the person teaching you, this guy is certified to train and mentor, all right, the best, you can do is to follow. At least follow instructions. All right, to be able to build a system and make successful investment, basically. See, all right. So this is what we do. We call it neuro-linguistic programming. All right, where everything you become is a function of what you've learned. Neuro-linguistic programming. All right, everything, because you see, for the past 62 days up until today, every single thing you're learning, when you apply them, is going to be as a function of what you're going to be. If you apply them, all right, who you're going to become at the end of the day is going to be as a function of what you're learning. That's if you apply them. So if you learn the wrong things, no matter how big your dreams are, all right, you're going to, be doing the wrong things. And already, the only way you can validate, the only validation parameter you can use is in the result you're going to create at the end of the day. So the result will be the one that will indicate to you that either you've learned the right things or you've learned the wrong things when you apply them. So if the fundamentals of what you learned is wrong, all right, if they are wrong precepts, it doesn't matter how smart you think you are, your entire life is going to be wrong. Les Brown used to say something I love so much. He said, what if you live your entire life and on your deathbed, you just realize that all the years that you have lived, you lived a very wronged life. All right? And from the test you just took, you see, somebody will say we were under pressure. 20 questions in 3 minutes. How can that be? It's not supposed, we can't answer it. Who put you under the pressure? was pressuring you? Because there was absolutely no pressure if you had read the instructions. The first person to talk about the instructions was Magdalene. If I'm right, am I right? Am I right? Magdalene, you are the first person that talked about the instructions. Is she still here? Is Magdalene still here?
Yes, she's here. And yes, she was the first person to speak out.
I don't think she's here. She's just here physically, but no longer with her phone. She's not listening to me. That's the problem. Because there's nobody to monitor if she's listening or not. So for most of us, that's what we do. Come, log on, get out. Come, log on, get out. Probably have network is bad.
My baby might be disturbing. She just weaned the baby.
Yeah, thought that. Maybe her network is bad because she's out. All right. So nobody was pressuring you. All right. Why is everybody coming and going, coming and going? Is it bad network as well? Are you sure we shouldn't even arrange our own G17 network and have better network to do our meetings?
You should though, please, I need it.
And do free internet for everybody. All right?
Makes sense.
So just learn to follow instructions. That's all. Just learn to follow instructions. So if you do that, you can succeed. You can develop successful habit, all right, to make success a habit. I repeat again. You can develop what we call successful habit to make your success a habit. All right? All right? See, I asked this question somewhere. We had over about 70 something people in the hall, and I asked this, and 90% of them, have the wrong habit towards success. 90%. Can you imagine? Over 90%. They spend more time on the things, that are very wrong. All right? Because the actual answers need less time. You see, the correct answers in your life that guarantees the kind of result you're looking for doesn't need all the whole time in the entire world. So, what's one of a reason why your best competence, all right, your best strength will be overstretched, all right, when you work alone? So the smartest thing to do is to find people who can supplement your strength and be among them. Part of the reason, you see, most of the time we're overstretched, you're stressed out, having headache here and there, is you are working alone. You have the competence, you have the strength, but this competence and strength is overstretched, is overworked. Why? Because you're working alone. So part of what you want to do to supplement this strength of yours is to find the people that can help you supplement that strength and be among them. Never go towards wealth alone. It's impossible to achieve wealth alone. You have been trying to do it. You say, you're leaving myself. This is how I do my things. That's wrong. You need to find people that you can build around you that supplements your competence. And that's why I'm so hell-bent. Bring people to this class. In as much as you need them for your long reach or scrapit business, basically, bring these people to this class so that you can build them. So the building, they can put that capacity in that business and you can create massive duplication in results. But you wouldn't do that. The same way I taught you guys how to make invitations. What happens to those teachings? Never go towards wealth alone. It's impossible, guys. It's impossible. And that's why you can never be wealthy working as an employee. Not possible. So one of the things that you are going to, appreciate from this program is your ability to build a community. One of the things you're going to appreciate is that you are building a community. You have a platform, one of the most fantastic platforms to build your own community. And you're just showing up here alone. Not just anyhow community, but a community that is based on knowledge, a community that is based on the right disciplines, all right, that naturally is going to create more power for you as an individual. Really? My video has been off? Oh. All right. So that's one of the things that will that will happen to you here. I know what it means ultimately. Ultimately, it means that you are going to travel further with less effort. All right? You're going to travel very far with less effort. Would that be nice? Would that be nice for you? Would that be okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So tomorrow, I'm going to play a video for you. When we start tomorrow, I'm going to start with a video. Time will not permit me to go further from here. But tomorrow, I'm going to play a video for you. All right. How many of us know the white geese? The white geese, goose. All right. You know, goose that fly now. You know the white geese. How many of us know it? The story of the white geese. I think I've told you here. Is it here? Have I told you here before? All right. You see, none of them can fly a particular distance. All right. But you see, together, all of them can fly to, a longer distance. All right. All right. Together, all of them can fly 10 times the distance that they could have flown, all right, as one. Can I say it again? If one of the goose have the capacity to fly for 10 miles, all right, or 20 kilometers, for instance, all right, when they are together, they can fly for over 100 miles, or over 200 kilometers when they are together. All right. You see, this 100 or 200 kilometers basically is with less effort. With less effort. All right. There is no mathematics anywhere in the world that can calculate the kind of energy spent and energy reserved in this activity by the girls. All right. But the idea is this. The whole lesson is this. One girl can only do less. When the Bible, talked about, one shall chase 1,000 and two shall chase 10,000. The Bible was not mistaken. There's no mathematics anywhere. There's no mathematician anywhere that can do the calculation of that exponential growth. All right, in results. That is what you would want to do. Imagine 12 people in your organization, in your inner circle, that you can always rely on, all right, that you can always are always at your beck and call, right, that you can work with, that you can teach to also have their own inner circle, all right. So you see these 100 or 200 kilometers that these girls can fly together, they do it with less effort, all right. That is why each time you see them, they fly information. They are always information, all right? Not information like info. They form, all right? They fly information. The people in the paramilitary, the military will understand what I'm saying. Form up, those kind of forming up, all right? They fly as a team. No matter how minimum, you see them, at least they are three together. They are always information. All right. So tomorrow, I'm going to play that video for us. We're going to take up our class from there. Don't forget, the topic still remains the power of what? The power of one.
Of one.
Power of one. All right. So thank you very much for your time today. All right. I'm going to take feedback.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Magdalene, I saw that.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Lady T, well, go work today?
Nope.
You're talking now. What's happening now?
I'm free. I'm
You used to be
alone.
addicted to chats before.
And that's because I'm probably in a noisy place or I'm not alone. So right now I'm alone, but I'm about to go out. So I want to just give my review before I leave.
All right.
So I came in late actually, so I have to apologize for that. And then from what I heard when I came at the point of the questions with instruction. So from what I heard from then till now, was what I got was that you were talking about instructions. So it means you're trying to tell us that leaders, you know your leader when they take instruction. And I think the instruction you're trying to tell us today is to not to go on a journey of wealth alone. We should get people in our inner circle to join this meeting so they can learn what we're learning and also build what we're building. So, we shouldn't be lonely on the journey of wealth. And it reminded me of, I don't know how true that quote is, that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. And if you want to go far, go together. So the instruction, what I got to this class is that you're trying to tell us that we should follow instructions. And then the instruction I got from today's class is we shouldn't go on a journey of wealth alone. We should get people in our inner circle to hear what we're hearing and also do what we're doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lady T. That was awesome, and it's nice hearing your voice. You have a very, very wonderful voice. Like Lady
Gloria,
T,
thank you.
like Lady T said, no man is an island, right? We all need each other. We need each other to grow. We need to build our group, right? We need to carry people along so we'll have a winning team. But what if the people you're trying to carry along don't want to move? That is my own question. What if they don't want to move? Because I know how many close friends of mine that I deep down in my heart, I really want them to win with me, right? As I'm winning, I really want them to win. But sometimes you talk and they think you're too old. Gloria, you're still very young. Live your life. You try to pull them, but they don't want to be pulled. What do you do? Amen.
You say some people you try drag them, that you really really want them to be successful, but they don't want to move, right?
Yeah,
How many people do you know, Gloria?
I know. I know a lot of people,
So you're
but
selecting, you're trying to select the ones that you like their face, that you want them around you, Abi.
there are some people that just like by how they act. I don't know. I know it's not good to judge a book by this one is not even judging a book by its cover, by their attitude, right? They don't even want to be serious, or they have this particular mindset. And if you try to talk to them, they'll think you're pushing too much, or you yourself that is trying to help them, you're the person that is stupid that needs help, right? So only the few ones that I feel still want to learn, they're the ones that I don't know that I can tell.
Okay, do this exercise for me. Yeah. What you're going to do is this: forget about the people that you feel are close to you right now. I want you to deliberately build your inner circle. Whether you're sure they want to grow, or you're sure they don't want to grow or something, why not give them an invitation first? All right? Let them select themselves by their actions.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Emily. Before I hand over to another person, please, this one I want to say now is like an announcement. Please, if you're if you're part of the Scrapit, or if you've registered on the Scrapit business, please, if you can get my contact, please do. So whenever you or any of your downline activate a new slot, please, from now we've started making flyers, right, to celebrate anybody that activates a new slot. Although some of us have activated 1, 2, 3, 4 slots already, right? But now please, let's be celebrating people that activate a new slot. And also, please, 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 I don't want to be rude or arrogant, but please, let's make our Scorpid group active so that whenever okay, so that whenever new people come
Me
in,
na they say, hey, they say now.
Mr. Peter, please can you mute your mic? Okay, so that whenever new people come in, they will see how active our group is, and they'll see how interesting we are and how lively it is. It also gives people ginger. So, and please, whenever we post the flyers, please, please, please try to say congratulations, right? Let's congratulate each other and help each other and boost each other's morale. Thank you very much for your cooperation. This one, not everybody is quiet. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we got your point. It's about the energy that comes from incentive. It's actually a huge way to inspire and motivate us to do more and become more and explore more. So it's a wonderful idea, and we are behind this idea 100%. Okay. Then let me quickly share my review. I already posted it here. Two things stood out for me today. Now, this whole thing about wealth is a team sport. You don't go on the journey alone. So you have to deliberately find quality minds and quality people to build this whole thing called wealth together. Because if you want to go further and farther, you must work with a team. Else, you're going to run out of gas, you're going to run out of fuel. You can't do it all alone. You need leverage. Then the other thing that stood out for me was from the beginning of the class when he mentioned that the strength of the chain is in the weakest link, not the strongest link. So if you look at a group, for example, and you want to uplift that group, you go find the weakest person or the least person there and uplift that person. Once that person is uplifted, the whole of that group can be uplifted. The same thing applies to a nation. The same thing applies to a community of wealth building, of wealth building, like what we are doing right here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, MMA, for the awesome section today.
Thank you, sir. Why is everybody not talking? Are we done talking?
Yes, we are.
Has everybody spoken?
Please, who else would like to share his or her review, what you got from today's class? Because another thing I got from today's class is to always think fast and think quick, right? Do you know when MMA told us that we have 20 questions to answer within 3 minutes? I was like, 20 questions, 3 minutes. Hey, robo girl now. Sharp. I went to the comment section. I said, the time I used to start writing 1 to 20, I might use to answer some questions. I went to type 1 to 20 down already, so that when the questions come, I'll just be answering 1, 2, 3. So when I saw the instruction, I first of all went back to start erasing my 1 to 20. So we should always think quick and
So you're part of the person that created problem for themselves before even the question came.
I swear I'm the leader of that group. I'm on that table. I'm the chair lady of that table. I went to start writing I went to start typing 1 to 20. So you see, sometimes you just have to keep calm and think outside the box and think fast and think smart. So I also got that from today's section. So who else would like to share 1 or 2 things that they got that really stick to them, that will also help them in their lives as individuals?
Good morning. Everybody. I don't know if you can hear me because of my network.
Yeah, we can hear you somehow, Sha. Good morning, Feti.
Somehow. Okay, thank you. What's up for me is actually when Emma said that the best way to solve a challenge is to understand instructions, because the test that we just took right now, when I read the instructions, I was like, wow, I'm not supposed to answer this question. I saw do not solve do not answer here. I was kind of confused. But after the test, I got to understand that we don't have to think one-sided. When we are thinking, we have to be very smart. We have to think in different ways, think of different options. So, according to what Emily said, that to understand the best way to solve a challenge is to understand the instructions that manufacture the challenge in the first place. So the instruction that manufacture the challenge is what we need to first of all understand how we can solve the problem. And I also got more he said that we can be successful. That for us to develop a successful habit, for us to be successful, first of all, we have to develop a successful habit. Thank you very much.
Yes, Feti. Yes, so very true. So who else would want to share? Who else? Clifford, I don't even think. Okay. Good morning, ma.
Yeah, I got that. As a leader, one has to learn how to work with instructions. Like I remember there was a time MMA was in Kano and we had a conversation, and then I mentioned that experience is the best teacher ignorantly. And he said, no, experience is not the best teacher. That instruction makes the best out of you, not experience. So, and I also got the fact that working alone, well, I can actually, it's not as if I can't move at all. But if I want to move far, if I want to succeed, I will have to learn to build my inner cycle. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mama Milka. Thank you.
Am I allowed to say something again?
Sure now.
Okay. What I got from that question he asked, I when I saw it, normally, I think I was talking with a friend and I was telling him how I need to learn how to pay attention to details because I have very short falls when it comes to details. So I learned today, just dawned on me when someone was speaking, was it Faith, that we need to pay attention to details because most times the instruction is in the details. And if you don't pay attention to details, you miss the instructions. And then there's a possibility of you failing. Because then in school, when they give us question papers, it's usually an instruction. Most people don't read the instruction, then they answer the question and then they fail because they did not read the instruction. And then I remember Martin saying to us some time ago that experience only teaches those who refuse to learn by following instruction. And unlike what they say, experience is a very terrible teacher, it's not the best teacher. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Lady T, thank you very much. Thank you. Uh Clifford, you've not said anything, no.
Yeah, good morning. Network has been really messy. Yeah, like the first 30 minutes from 8:30 when I joined. So was good. I think when I moved towards Sianya this morning, I lost network. Then coming back to town, then I got to the network again. But earlier when I joined, I got something from the Matt Morris video where he was sharing experience on how he went through the process of network marketing. Like he said he went through 6 years of not doing well in network marketing. So he learned so much. He highlighted his failures on and how we should learn from it so that we don't go through it. And from the reviews I'm getting now, though I missed a huge part of the session, I think it now relates add up to the Matt Morris video about taking instructions to work, because if we want to go through the process again, it's best we model someone that has already gone through the process to make it easy for us so that we don't waste more years to gain the same experience that someone has already gotten in the line that we are following. So that's that for today. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Gloria.
Thank you, Clifford.
Thank you, Clifford. Thank you very much. It's like MMA wants to give us his gift. Our gift.
Yeah, after everybody has spoken, has everybody spoken? Nobody to speak
You are
anything.
Femi.
Don't say something. If he doesn't want to say, don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I hardly hear your voice. So if you have something to share. Okay, maybe he's busy at the moment. It's like he's busy at the moment. And MMA can give us our gift. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Hey, what's going on? Cesar Rodriguez here. Just wanted to film a quick little video and give you a tip on prospecting. You know, a lot of times people, we tend to overthink things, right? We tend to, be scared to take that first step because we don't know what to say down the road. You know, we go, well, what if it goes here? What if it goes there? What if they think this? What if they think that? So I want to give you a really quick and easy way, something that a guy that ended up being, one of my top producers of all time used to do when he was prospecting. And he asked me, he said, Cesar, what do I do to really master this cold market? He goes, I'm scared to talk to people. I'm scared to start these conversations. So he found a really easy way to do that. And that is to stop focusing on the full conversation and just take that first baby step. And that first baby step is just saying hello to a complete stranger. So here's my tip for the day. From now on, if you're scared to start the conversation, if you're new to this whole prospecting thing and you're a little bit timid and you don't know what to say and what to do, here's what I want you to do. From now on, don't worry about it. Just do a little experiment. What I want you to do is to just go up to complete strangers everywhere you go, every store that you go to, every time you're in public, and just say hello and greet them enthusiastically. Just try that out. Look, don't worry about getting a number. Don't worry about prospecting. We'll get to that later on. You can watch some of my other videos on cold market prospecting or whatever. But for right now, just go up to people and just start saying hello. See if there's something that you can notice and ask them a question. And I'll tell you a quick story about a guy whose number I just literally pulled a few minutes ago, right before I pulled in here. And this is a really quick and easy thing to do. If you notice that you're scared and you just take that first baby step and just start going up to people and just saying, hey, how's it going? Hello. Oh, nice to meet you. Hope you're having a great day. Great weather we got out here. Just say something little. Don't even try to engage in the conversation. Just walk by, say hello, greet people. And here's what you're going to notice. You'll notice that a lot of these people that you might look at and might go, oh man, they're intimidating, how they light up. You're going to say hi to someone and they're going to light right up and go, oh, wow. You're going to interrupt their pattern, take them out of their state, and they're going to say hello back. And they'll be very friendly about it. You'll also notice that a lot of people that you go to, they'll even stop you and ask for more information or try to start that conversation. If you're buzzing by people quick, just say, hey, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? Hey, how you doing? Hey, nice day we're having, isn't it? And just real quick, just do that and just interrupt people's patterns and just, greet them with an awesome hello. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to, number one, feel better about yourself. You're going to realize that talking to people isn't that scary. And most people are actually warm and receptive and open to it. Right? And another thing that you're going to find is some people, when you go to engage them, they're going to be so open that they're going to want to talk to you and find out why the heck you're so enthusiastic. All right. So here's an interesting thing. I was just walking out of a store and I just got a number from a guy. Now, this is crazy. I'm walking out of a store. The guy just has a shirt that says Mercer County Choppers. All right. And it's got like a motorcycle on it. So I grew up in Mercer County in New Jersey. So I said to him, as I walked by, we're just crossing paths. I'm walking out of stores, walking in. And I just said, hey, is that Mercer County, New Jersey by chance? And he said, no, it's up in Pennsylvania. It's outside of Pittsburgh. I live in an area, used to live in an area, blah, blah, blah. Now he's with his wife. His wife continues to walk in the store and he just continues to talk to me. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool. I grew up in Mercer County, New Jersey. And I wasn't really thinking to take the conversation any more than just beyond that question, really. But then all of a sudden he kept talking and I was like, wow, this guy's really friendly. And before you knew it, he starts asking, we start going on and on, kind of, the conversation starts kind of getting longer. I was like, oh, wow, okay. And then he starts telling me, he said, well, and then we moved down here. My wife is from this area and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, and I used to do sound technician work over. And I was like, oh, what did you used to do? And he said, I was a sound engineer. I was like, oh, interesting. And then you moved down here? And he goes, yeah, I moved down here because my wife. And then I ran this club. And he mentions this club. It's very popular. And he goes, I worked there for 5 years. I was, managing it for one. I said, wow, you must know a whole lot of people. Now, at this point, I'm starting to think, okay, this guy's a really open, talkative person, doesn't know a stranger. Heck, I just said something to him about his shirt, and he literally stopped his track, turned around, started walking towards me to start this conversation. We shook hands, and then we just started going on and on. And he was just so open and just such a cool, down-to-earth guy. And I was like, gosh, this is amazing. So inevitably, the question, of course, comes to, he mentioned that he's now a paramedic, and he's doing that. And then of course the question is, he goes, so what do you do? So I mentioned what I do, but I didn't even say anything really sexy or, captivating. But I did say this one little thing. I said, well, I do this, that, and the other with this type of company. And then I just said, and part of what I do is I do hiring. So I just threw that out there to see what would happen. And guess what? Man, did he bite all over it. He goes, really? You do hiring? He goes, well, look, I mean, I know it's probably not in my field, but, I'll tell you what, my wife and I were both in the public service industry. So, we really don't make a lot of money. And, money's always a problem in our household. That's something that we're really looking to change. So he goes, I don't know if you can do anything about this, but he starts to walk to his car and he goes, but I'd like to give you my card. Maybe you can call me. And I mean, I don't know what you do there with your company or, but I'm a fast learner. And he literally starts selling himself to me like completely, so it was so fascinating because he gives me his card and he literally goes, look, I've got my cell phone on me 24/7 because obviously I'm a paramedic. He goes, give me a call anytime. I always answer. I'm very interested. I definitely want to learn more about what you're doing and maybe see if there's something that we can do because we're definitely interested in making money. And I just thought, holy smokes. And here we are. We make such a big deal about prospecting and talking to people and, oh my gosh, and what are the perfect lines? Well, it just goes to show you, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And the right people are out there and they're waiting for you to greet them. They're waiting for you to change their lives with your unbelievable opportunity. And you might just be one hello, one comment on someone's shirt or their apparel from literally being able to change their lives. We have the best industry. We're in the best industry. We've got the best possible answer to some of the biggest problems out there. People are not having enough time with their families. They're struggling. Money's an issue in their homes. And we literally have a solution. And we're over here trying to rack our brains on how to deliver that. Here's what I'm telling you. Just go out there and say something to people. Say hello. Don't worry about starting a conversation. Just make a commitment to be one of the most charismatic people in your vicinity at all times. And you'll be amazed with how things happen and what things turn into. All right. So that's my tip for the day. If you want more training on cold market prospecting, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Take a look through some of my videos if you haven't seen them already. And be sure to subscribe to my blog as well. And definitely, as a bonus for doing so, if you haven't already seen it, you'll get access to one of my best courses. It's my free prospecting, lead generation, closing, and leadership training series called Heavy Hitter Bootcamp. Check out the testimonials on it. It's ridiculous. But I look forward to having you go through that course if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel so we can stay in touch. Take care. I'm Cesar Rodriguez, and make it a great day.
All right. Have a fantastic day, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
At what time again?
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.